Hi guys, welcome back to another Shed Wars video, and this is going to be another pallet video. This time around I'm going to take these pallets that I have left over. I got 3 of them, and I'm going to try and make a raised garden bed from pallets. So first things first, we got to try to break these apart. And it's going to be pretty difficult, I think, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright guys, so I tried to do this pallet the old-fashioned way and just pry everything out, but you can see it's not working. I ended up with like half of the slats over here broken, and then on top of that the nails wouldn't come out. So then we got to hammer those back down in there. So it sucks either way. But I went ahead and did another pallet, and I did it the other way that I do sometimes, and that is I pried it up with a chisel, and then I just cut everything off with a Sawzall. So I just figured I'd show you how we do that. So I just use a decent little chisel here, like so, and then I just line it up in there, and then I hammer it down. And then we get the side pieces off like I just showed you. And then for the middle piece, we just have to do it as best we can. Same thing, we just put our chisel down the center of it now. So there you go. Just like that. And you got a nice unsplit, unbroken board. But you have to be just aware of where all the nails are still in the board. Alright guys, so next we're going to start putting together our frame. So the top frame is going to take 4 pieces, and the bottom frame is going to take 4 pieces. And then we're going to need 4 up and down sections, supports. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that means that we got 4. 4 is 8, so we only got 1 left over. And we're going to need to cut it into 4 pieces, and that's pretty much going to determine our height. You know, we're not really going to have much of a choice. But, you know, honestly, it's going to be in between these, so you're going to have whatever 1/4 of this board is, plus the height of the board on top and the height of the board on bottom. So it's actually going to be pretty tall, I would say, if we can get our tape measure out. So we're just shy of 38 inches. So divide that by 4, it's, what is that guys? Like 9.5 inches. So we'll call it like 9 1/4, just so we can make sure we're good. And that'll give us some room too to play with on missing these nails, because now you got to think about where all these nails are and try to cut around them. So basically we're going to cut this into fourth. It's still going to be 9.25, 9.5, something like that. And then you got the thickness of these boards, which is, you know, roughly 3.25. So you got 2 of those, so that's 6.5. So this is going to be, you know, whatever, 16 inches roughly. It's going to be about 16 inches tall. So that's pretty good, really. And if we got some boards left over, we might cap it too. I'm still trying to decide on that because most of the, let's see here. So we got all of these wide boards, and we got these thinner slats. But see, I think it's going to work really good if we frame it out, and then we have these slats coming on the inside of it, of the framing like this, and then we top it with some of the smaller slats on the top, and that'll actually give you like a good surface to actually kind of like sit on and reach over the bed and stuff like that. These I'll leave all the same. I'm going to double check everything, but it looks like they're pretty uniform as far as the length goes. So I'm just going to leave them. And then we'll cut this one into four pieces for the vertical supports. So we'll get to it. Alright guys, there it is. she's completed. So I did the framing, the planks all across the middle. I really love how this like exposed frame look goes. The only thing that I messed up, which, you know, is just kind of one of those hindsight, you know, is 2020 things, is the pocket screw here on these ends, on this one, on this side and that side. You can see here just a little bit in the picture maybe that one of the pocket screws, you can see it. So, you know, you could fix that. You could put something there or fill it with some kind of wood filler, but not going to be that big a deal. Obviously there's none on these sides, and this side there's none, so those are good. And it's just on these four corners on the insides. You can see one of the pocket screws. So I guess, you know, if you had to redo it, maybe we could just do one pocket screw on the bottom and just or on the top and bottom there, or maybe we could offset them enough to be able to cover them, but I doubt it, honestly, because I doubt you could push it over that far and still put two holes in it. But you could put one hole in it and get it done that way, and one screw would probably hold just fine. But I don't think anybody's gonna notice, but it's just something to think about there, is that I can see that. So, but I think it turned out great. We still have a fair amount of planks left. I used all of the large ones. And I think I got one extra one laying here somewhere, and then I got that extra cutoff piece there. And then I've got the one sitting over there that had the little triangle pieces. I never did use those, so I didn't have to use those. And then I used some of the not as wide ones, some of the smaller slats, and I used 4 of them to come across the top. And I think that really worked cool. It kind of gives it a clean look on top. So I think it turned out great, guys. It's an awesome little raised bed, and it's a good size. It is, you know, right about 16 inches tall, a little less, because I end up having to cut a little more off the supports here because of running into nails. But I think it looks great. Looks even better than I thought, and it's really the same concept as what we did on the Pallet chicken coop. You know, we did our framing on the outside, and then we put it together. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I think that's about it, guys. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Another solid Shed Wars video, I think. What you can do with pallets, and this is actually garden related. So I think I'll break this up. This will be part 1, me making it, and then part 2 will be me putting it out there where I want and filling it with what I want to fill it with. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you like this stuff, please like, share, and subscribe. And go Team Will It Grow.